Hi, I'm Mickey McGuire. I just came back from a bike ride, and what I have here is a 2012 Nishiki Tamarack men's bicycle with a 20-inch frame. And I'm going to give you a mini review here real fast of the bike. Couple things first. I'm a cancer survivor. I had been diagnosed with colon cancer in December 2010, went through surgery within a week of that. They got it all. It was just one little tiny tumor and it hadn't spread anywhere. But if you can imagine, having a piece of your colon cut out and basically put back together again makes you a little tender in the nether regions. And my Fuji road bike that I loved, there's no way in the world I could ride that bike as rigid as that frame is and be on the road pedaling and everything for quite a while to come. I sold the bike because I wasn't sure if I'd ever really ride again. But I've been a lifelong cyclist. I'm 54 years old, so I've probably ridden for 45 years at least. My first big bike was when I was 8 years old. It was a birthday present, and it was an old cruiser like a lot of people had back then, and in the 1960s. So basically, I was in the market for a bicycle because I can't stay off the bike, and I wanted to ride, and that meant probably the best option would be a comfort bike or hybrid. So I went to Dick's Sporting Goods because it's local, and Rome Hilliard Road in Hilliard, Ohio, and I talked to Jeff, and Jeff's a mechanic in there, and he sells the bikes, and he does a great job on the setup. And so I looked at the Nishiki bikes, and this is the 2012 Tamarack. It has a front fork to kind of ease the bumps on the road when you're riding. It has a shock absorber under the seat, coil springs in the seat itself. For 20 bucks I added the Nishiki gel pad for the seat, which gives me even more comfort. The bike is equipped with Shimano components. They're not the greatest, but they're Shimano. They're better than some of the other options out there. And you know what? They do the job pretty nicely overall. So I'm satisfied with it, and it's an easy upgrade if I do choose to upgrade in the future. The pedals are kind of a nylon sort of pedal. They're pretty durable. Read online a few people saying, oh, they broke the pedals. Can't imagine how. I've never broken a pedal in my life. And I'd say, well, probably it's riding technique more than anything, but it could also be that it wasn't the newer Nishiki bicycles. Today, Nishiki bikes are made by Raleigh, and Raleigh does a really good job with the components and putting everything together to make an affordable bike so that for $240, you get a decent bike here that's going to serve you pretty well for casual riding for fun and fitness. No, you don't want to use it to race, and you don't really want to use it on mountain bike trails because it's good for maybe rails to trails rides and on the road, but it's not a serious off-road bike. It's not made for that. One of the other things is a high tensile steel frame. It's not aluminum. The choices these days in the Nishiki line include aluminum bikes on some of the hybrids. They're a little stiffer ride. They're not as comfortable, and I rode steel frames years ago on long distance tours, and they're great. They really are durable. So the bike is a little bit heavier than aluminum, but really you're talking maybe a pound or two difference in this price range, so you're not really going to have to worry too much either way. If you want something lighter, you can get a bike in the 25-pound range, 26-pound range on this size that is a hybrid or a cross-trainer or a comfort bike, but they're pretty rare. Most of them are around 30 pounds. I equipped the bike with a rack. Now, I didn't get that at Dick's Sporting Goods. They didn't have the rack type that I was looking for. So in a local cycling shop, I bought a Toe Peak rack with the Giant label, the Giant brand. But Toe Peak makes it for Giant. It's a great rack. I put it on there, spent like 40 bucks on the rack, $40 in a Toe Peak bag to go with it. And I picked this particular bag because it has a slot for a bottle on the back. The reason? There's only one set of braze-ons here, and at Dick's Sporting Goods, Jeff installed the bottle rack for me, so I put 2 polar bottles, one in the rack and one in the bag on the bike. So that's good. In addition to that, I had some other things I recommend for cycling. If you're going to ride, you want protection for your hands. These are cycling gloves. They have a padded palm to protect the ulnar nerve. Ulnar nerve runs on your hand from the palm here over to the forearm and up your arm. You can permanently damage that on really, really extensive rides on rough road and then you're going to have numb fingers. So what you want to do is you want to protect that ulnar nerve. For $12 to $15 for a good set of cycling gloves, that's a good investment. Protect your brain, get yourself a cycling helmet. This is a Giro. I rode this on my Fuji before I was ever in the hospital. It's a great helmet. It was like a $55 helmet. I highly recommend the Giro because the way that the back end is adjustable, it stays in your head really well. But go to Dick's Sporting Goods, take a look. They have a bunch of helmets there, including Giro. They have some of the Livestrong stuff, Lance Armstrong. Take a look at some of that stuff. You can't go wrong, but you absolutely have to protect your head. For me, I've talked with a bunch of people over the years, and I've ridden a lot myself. So when it came time to buy the cycling pants and everything and the jerseys to get back into it, I had a couple jerseys already. But what I did was I looked at all the different brands, and I looked at the chamois inserts and other things, and a few of the friends I have recommended going with like string bikini that have no seam in the important area, and basically run with something like the cycling pants that don't have the chamois inserts, which are pretty hard to find anyway. So what I did was I found Under Armour at Dick's Sporting Goods. So for $50, I got a great pair of pants for cycling and other types of sports training. Well, the moisture wicks away with these pants from Under Armour phenomenally well. I don't anticipate ever having a problem. The jersey itself, what I love about Under Armour is you can look at the different jerseys that they have on the shelf, and you can read on the tag. They're designed for cold weather, warm weather, intermediate weather. You can see right on the tag what you're buying. This looks like it would be hotter than blazes in the sun. It's not. The air blows right through this, wicking away the moisture really quickly and evaporating off of you really, really fast. I was out today, started at 66 degrees. By the time I got back, it was 72 degrees. I wasn't sweaty at all because this thing does a phenomenal job evaporating all that moisture, getting it away from you. And that's what's going to keep you comfortable in a long ride. Now, I'm not going to wear this come October. I'm going to have a different jersey that'll do the job adequately then, and will keep the wind from blowing through. And there's also at Dick's Sporting Goods and a bunch of other places you can get windbreakers designed specifically for cycling with the pockets on the back. Now this doesn't have the pockets on the back, this particular jersey doesn't. If it were a cycling specific jersey, they'd probably put them on there. Personally, I'm indifferent about it. It doesn't matter to me. It's smoother without it, and that's why I have this particular bag here, so I can put all my necessities there instead of in the back of a jersey. And if I take a tumble or something, I don't have to worry about a wallet being in a ditch somewhere and I didn't realize it was gone until it's too late, or a zipper comes undone back there, or Velcro comes unfastened, and next thing you know, I'm losing things out of my pockets. I'd rather have them tucked away in something like this. It's a better combination for me. This is a $35 jersey. Pants are $50. The bike's $240. The rack and the bag were $40 each. The polar bottles, $10 each. Can't go wrong. It's a great outfit. I love the bike. Jeff at Dick's Sporting Goods did a great job, and I got a $10 coupon off the next $50 purchase at Dick's when I bought the bike. So I used that to get the discount on the pants. Great deal. I highly recommend it. Go see Jeff over in Hilliard, Ohio, the Dick's Sporting Goods on Romehead Road. He'll treat you right. Like I said, I love the bike, and thanks for watching.